This island in the middle of the lake is Taal volcano, one of the most active and deadliest volcanoes in the world. 85 kilometers south of Manila, next to it is a small valley that is populated by 20,000 people. The town of Laurel was created only in 1972. It is a sixth-class municipality with a meager annual income of approximately $6,000. Being close to the lake, the people derive most of their income from agriculture and fishing. Farming, however, does not offer much with outdated cultural practices. Small and economic land holdings, lack of irrigation, primitive equipment, as well as poor post-harvest facilities constitute the usual predicament for most farmers of Laurel. The fishing folks, meanwhile, experience dwindling catch, mainly due to overfishing in the lake. Fish cages for rearing tilapia have mushroomed over the last few years. While profitable, they are owned by businessmen from neighboring towns and cities. Indeed, the road to progress for the regular citizens of the new town is an arduous one. Yet a fresh source of pride and hope has given some impetus to Laurel's stride to progress, a small radio station which the people own and operate. Using the low-powered UNESCO transmitter and simple pieces of equipment, the station has been rallying the people towards a new dimension in community spirit. DWTL, Tambuli ng Laurel, has been motivating the citizenry to work for the common good and towards social, political, economic, and cultural development. The town of Laurel is only one of the 6 remote and depressed communities in the Philippines, which Tambuli has helped set up a radio station. The others are the town of Basco in the northernmost province of Batanes, the old town of Ibahay, Aklan in central Philippines, the agricultural town of Banga, also in Aklan, the distant island of Olutanga, Zamboanga del Sur in the Muslim region of southern Philippines, and the Partido district of the communist rebel lair region of Bicol in southern Luzon. Common problems in these communities are low productivity among the peasant sector and cultural primitive practices used by the marginalized farming and fishing folks. Absence of effective economic organizations marked by lack of gainful livelihood opportunities have put women and young people in difficult circumstances. The critical deficiency of communication and transportation means has impeded the effective marketing of people's produce and the general flow of commerce. Needless to say, the mere distance from the trading centers, coupled with inadequate storage and processing facilities, makes for a serious handicap for people living in remote communities. In spite of their common difficulties, hopes are high that progress is within reach in each of these 6 isolated and poor communities. Through well-motivated and trained broadcasters, the community station provides a practical means of communication and information exchange. While serving as a vehicle for education and message service, the station provides a public forum for discussion of locally relevant issues. Apart from the volunteer staff who come from all walks of life in the community, a wide level of participation is open to the regular citizens, even in the remotest village. This is done through the popular neighborhood production that makes use of the karaoke as an outside recording unit. The recording is done right in the neighborhood and is attended by most of the people of the barangay or village. That is why the program is called Barangayan or Village Activity on the Air. In other communities, they call it Kapitbahayan or a neighborhood activity. The program is put on the air in the station the day after it is recorded. While most of the program numbers are musical pieces done by the village entertainers, a good part of the Barangayan program is devoted to discussion of vital concerns. This fisherman is complaining about sophisticated commercial vessels encroaching the municipal fishing grounds. His grievance receives support from the womenfolk. The community leader explains the government's regulations and programs of implementation. The serious and emotional problems tackled in the panel discussion and in the interviews are balanced by the entertainment numbers rendered by local talent. Indeed, Barangayan serves as a convenient outlet for budding talents. As well as an opportunity to hone old, if not rusty, musical abilities. The minimum that could be said about Barangayan is that the neighborhood event draws the people closer to one another in a highly spirited and meaningful community gathering. Beyond taking part in the programs and discussions, community leaders involve themselves in the collective management and operation of the radio station. Representatives from the various important sectors organize themselves into a community media council. The council undertakes the major policies and decisions about programming and station operation. Farmers, fishermen, women, youth, and ethnic groups are prominent members of the Community Media Council. Other leaders included are the local government officials, educators, and religious superiors of various denominations. The transportation groups, market vendors, professionals, senior citizens, and out-of-school youth are invited to join the council. Democratic practices prevail during the deliberation of issues and concerns. Without a doubt, Tambuli has moved people towards a new sense of community. While before, national and international issues are the fodder of idle talk, today the issues that are closer to their hearts are discussed both in the radio station and in community gatherings. As people gain access both to locally relevant information and to the means of communication, they can design and work for their common future. Tambuli is helping put the destiny of the people closer to their hands. Tambuli used to be the word for calling the villagers to an assembly using the carabao horn or the conch. Now, Tambuli connotes an effort to help put people in charge of their own affairs.
You need not write a verse for me that puts my plight in fantasy. It's not your chant nor melody that can release my spirit free. The words you speak have light to bring, and by your songs my faith would cling. But leave my tongue to be the spring of all my thoughts and all I dream. What good is life if I can't say an ache or joy that I must pray? If I can't choose what once I may, I'd rather die at end of day.